How can we help you? How can industry be useful to you in terms of facilitating your ability to do your job?
We have current authority to lend something more than $55 billion. So, at the current rate, or even at a somewhat accelerated rate, we have enough capacity to meet, needs for some time. What
Right.
we find is, and you'll see that really a lot of what I was talking about in my presentation is that people don't know about us, or that people know about, our grandfather's TIFIA that did the massive toll roads. When Morteza and I visit these states that haven't borrowed, they have this impression, they're like, I don't have $1 billion toll road, so I never called you. And now we have these rural project initiatives and Build It Now and some of these other things that they had no idea of. And so for us, they need to know that we exist, and it's amazing how few do. And then they need to understand, how to finance a project that used to be you would just go fund it. And that's new to a lot of folks. And as we go to smaller and smaller borrowers, that's a newer and newer language. So I think that you, associations and organizations like yourself and your members are speaking to project sponsors that we can't get to all of them. And I think that they can get the word out, and especially these new initiatives, we're really trying to find these programs within a program that really fit a certain kind of borrower. And I think the audience in this group and others can reach so many more folks that never knew that this was an option, instead of maybe waiting several years to get a grant that they may or may not get.
One of the people we're working with is trying to do 5G autonomous vehicle truck lanes on our interstate highway system, and you're essentially transforming the interstate highway system into something new. Driverless vehicles, et cetera. How do you all think about that? Is that something that goes into your sort of thinking machine?
It definitely is. I mentioned, obviously things like the rural projects and Build It Now, which is Build It Now is an authority we've always had. It's just, a different way of looking at some of the transportation projects. We need many more tools in our belt. And then you mentioned, looking ahead though, we are constantly seeking ways that we can innovate and find projects that aren't moving and find ways that we can help. And you mentioned one that we're keenly interested in, and that is, technology. The TIFIA credit program can finance ITS, Intelligent Transportation Systems. And to date, there's been some of that incorporated in projects, but we've not really done loans to that. And we know that bricks and mortar going forward are going to be, not always the best way to deal with the challenges. So we would love to see some ITS type projects, some technology projects. And
Great.
I would encourage people not to self-select out, but to talk to us and let us see if there's a way to get to yes.